Music That Reclaims got started back when I was a foster child living in a large residential facility. An anonymous donor took all of the children in the home to a concert. It really was a magical experience. Fast forward to 2015, and I had an opportunity to start Music That Reclaims. We just replicated the experience that I'd had as a foster child. We initially started bringing musical experiences to children here locally. Our mission is to, bring these musical experiences to the foster youth here locally so that they can, take that musical experience and hopefully help them overcome the trauma of being in care and lead healthy, productive lives. These children have suffered unimaginably. They've lost their families. Oftentimes they've had chronic trauma. Anything we can do to help them address that earlier in their life, it's just beneficial not only for outcomes for them, but outcomes for the community. We're very, very interested in trying to sponsor secondary education and start looking at scholarships for any foster child who wants to go into music. Our foster children aren't broken, but they need tools. They need things like music therapy. It is our responsibility within our organization to make that possible.
Room at the Inn is an emergency homeless shelter. We're trying to help reduce homelessness by having our clients go through our program, and by going through our program, they're able to achieve permanent housing. Our biggest challenge is finding landlords that'll take our clients. And we, through grants and donations from our congregations, help our clients with security deposit, first month rent. My long-term goal would be to buy another building that we could turn into apartments so our client could go through our program, go to our apartment, we charge them rent, really get on their feet, and then we move them out into other permanent housing. I'd like to thank all our volunteers and our interfaith congregations, and I'd like to thank the Sisters of Divine Providence who started this. So our legacy is to continue the good work that we're doing, and I don't want us to go away.
So the Hospital to Healthy Housing program at St. Patrick's Center is a really innovative program that is trying to address homelessness in the emergency department setting. And their main goal, work with individuals who are unhoused, try to get them some type of housing intervention, either getting them into a shelter or try to get them reconnected to family. We're really capturing individuals in a place that normally homeless service providers would not be in, the emergency department. Primary goal is to serve individuals who are unhoused and getting them connected to services in the community by reducing emergency department visits and also getting clients connected to housing interventions. What we really want to do is just continue to grow this program. We've kind of proved that it works. We're really overachieving our goals. The work that every single person at St. Patrick's Center is having a huge impact for the unhoused, some of our most vulnerable citizens in our community. We're just having a huge impact and really trying to meet the need where it is.
The reason I wanted to start Ending COVID was actually because of my mother, a healthcare provider on the COVID front lines. When I heard about the lack of PPE and resources that they had there, I was a bit devastated to hear that the people who were actively caring for our communities and the sick people in our communities did not have the access to resources to keep them safe during their jobs. Our students typically will contact different nonprofit organizations and hospitals and find out whether or not they have a lack of PPE or resources or non-perishable items. Following that, they'll usually bring that to the executive team, and the executive team will decide how we want to use current funding that we have to distribute those resources. I think my biggest success to date has just been my ability to be relentless and my desire to kind of get out there and do work. I think it's not enough to me when I see something that's an issue in our community and I don't see a way that it's being corrected. People kind of going out there and doing what they believe is right, we collectively come together to something better than what was originally there before. It doesn't matter how many times you fail or how many times you think you're going to fail. I think what matters is if you can get up from it and if you have the right intentions in your heart. And with those kind of in mind, I think it's possible to go forward and do whatever you want to do.